And right now, Mayor Brandon Johnson and a group of Chicago leaders are in Rome. They met at the Vatican with Pope Leo. Now, whether the topic of discussion was immigration or Chicago sports teams, the mayor said it was an energetic conversation. Political reporter Ann Ahern is here. She's had a chance to do some research on everything that's been going on. I know you've been keeping up with some of your colleagues there, finding out exactly what's happening.
It's been a busy day, a long day for everyone that is there. This is Mayor Brandon Johnson's first ever visit to Rome, and he presented several gifts from the Pope's hometown. Governor Pritzker, he's been there. Secretary of State Alexi Giannoulias met as well. But this is the largest delegation from Chicago to date. Mayor Brandon Johnson soaked in St. Peter's Square, leading a delegation of nearly 50 Chicagoans.
The delegation is just incredible. Business leaders, faith leaders, community leaders, labor leaders. So all of the things that we are taking on as a city.
The city presented Pope Leo with about 30 gifts, from sports hats to honey.
I think the best gift that I think the Pope was able to receive is alderperson Julia Ramirez. She was here with her baby, and her baby was decked out in White Sox gear, and you should have just seen the face of the Pope just light up.
The mayor also delivered an official letter inviting Pope Leo to Chicago. The city's handling of the migrant crisis, just one of the topics that came up in the mayor's private meeting.
He wanted to know how ICE was, first of all, how it impacted our city, and whether or not there were still examples of ICE raids happening in our city.
The city released the names of those on the trip, which include CTU President Stacey Davis Gates. As for who pays for the trip, World Business Chicago pays for the mayor, his staff, and security. Other delegation members pay their own airfare and hotel. World Business Chicago is a public-private partnership. One of the delegation members, DePaul President Robert Manuel, who brought with him a copy of Pope Leo's parents' diplomas from DePaul.
The DePaul diplomas were in the back. You could see them prominently displayed. And when we reminded or showed him that they were there, I believe he got a little verklempt. It was really pretty powerful to see that, too.
I believe that the Pope was blessed by our presence today. Our clergy actually led a prayer and prayed with His Holiness, with the Pope. And I don't know how many people get an opportunity to actually pray for him, but at the end of the day, he is still a man.
Well, it was moving for sure. You could tell. The mayor said the Pope was appreciative of this warm exchange that he had, not just him, but the entire delegation. And as well, the Pope told him it was good to see the unity from Cubs and Sox fans alike. Now, also in that delegation, that big crowd, was Yusuf Jackson, who is leading Operation Push. And of course, he's the son of Reverend Jesse Jackson.
Yeah, I was going to ask, you did show us a long list of the folks that were listed that actually were there. 50 is a large delegation,
right,
along with Yusuf. Any other standouts to you? Did anybody else catch your eye or mean anything?
Well, we have the president of DePaul and Loyola being there. I think that was a big deal. At the topic of education, and a rabbi was there. And I loved the story about Alderman Julia Ramirez and her baby wearing all the White Sox gear. They had to love that. Yes. And the president of DePaul said that he's met world leaders before, but his feet were shaking when he went up to him, and he said, the Pope said to him, "It's okay. It's okay." Yeah.
All the sweeter that he's from Chicago.
Absolutely.
For sure. All right. Thanks so much, Marianne.
I bet he gets that a lot. The Pope gets that kind of reception.
Sure he does, yeah.
Thank you, Marianne.